watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, Williams trucks over him, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah,
they're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making it.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 29, Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. Yeah, the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to him on 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. We're back now in KC. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Denver.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out